After Donald Trump won the election, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau flew down to Mar-a-Lago. That meeting did not appear to go well. Fox News is reporting that Trudeau warned Trump that his tariff proposal would kill the Canadian economy, to which Trump replied that Canada could then become the 51st state and that Trudeau could be governor. Joining us now, staff writer for The Atlantic and MSNBC political contributor Mark Leibovich. This is just such a strange story. And from the reporting, it sounds so insulting. You could just be the 51st state. What is Donald Trump's relationship with one of our closest allies? Why does he treat people like Justin Trudeau with such apparent disdain?
Because he feels like he can. I mean, I think this is basically this is essentially why he has the appeal that he does from his supporters, which is a sense of bluster, a sense of incredible dismissiveness over someone he considers inferior, someone Americans consider to be this sort of effete neighbor to the north, and frankly, just it's kind of the law of the jungle. I mean, we are bigger than you, we are stronger than you, you rely on us more than we rely on you, and therefore I can push you around like this. I think it probably helps that Trudeau is a lot younger than Trump. It probably helps that, Trump feels like he can lord over any number of things, in part, and this is reflected in how he treated him during the first term. I mean, they didn't have a great relationship the first time around. So to me, this is a continuation of that. And I also think that Trudeau feeling it necessary to go down to Mar-a-Lago kind of underscores not only the reliance that he feels he has on the relationship, but also on a kind of subservience that he, along with many other people in the world and in the country, feel that they owe to Donald Trump at this point.
I just wonder how it's going to go take two, because the world has experienced Donald Trump before. Justin Trudeau's experienced, and many of the leaders that are around today were around when Donald Trump was in office the last time around. And there was an understanding that built up over time, which was that you could flatter Donald Trump and you could get what you wanted out of him, be nice to him, say great things, say how powerful and smart he is. And then you could give him, a mediocre concession, and he would go around and tout it and wave it like it was one big win. Is that still your understanding of the way the world is going to treat him during this second administration? Should we expect any big major changes, or should it just be a series of small concessions in order for Donald Trump to look big on the domestic stage?
Right. I mean, here's the thing. I mean, Donald Trump actually is big on the domestic stage. I mean, he's president. He comes into office, with incredible sense of, power and whether you can argue the mandate left and right. But I mean, and he obviously, feels a great superiority over Trudeau and, people around the world. I mean, whether they have any power over Donald Trump or not. I mean, this is sort of the nature of the relationship until we are seeing otherwise. And I also think, look, if Donald Trump understands one thing, it's leverage. And he feels like he has a great deal of leverage now, both domestically, internationally, and certainly with Canada. And I think we're seeing that play out.